Hey Janavi, I'm glad you made it. Yeah, I'm a bit later today than normal. I didn't get around to scheduling the live. I wasn't sure I'd get on, but I'm here. I hope you're well. Okay, no problem. I'll just hang on if you want to post your question over there. Hey to anyone who's joining. As usual, so I've gone a bit later today, but as usual, we'll be doing the 1 card free, or if you'd like a more in-depth 3-card reading, there's a link to buy me a coffee. Hey Anne, thanks for being here. And hey Anne, second Anne. So Janavi, you're posting your question. I'll kick off with Anne's the 1 card reading. So Anne 93. When I will do VV Voce, I'm a doctoral PhD candidate. So I don't do yes/no questions, Anne. I'm not sure what that question is. When will I do Viva Voce? So timelines and dates is not. I'm an energy reader, so I can look at the energy between you and a situation, you and a person. So I don't know if you want to ask a different question. So you're wanting to know, I wouldn't be able to look at, I don't think it'd be very helpful with the way that I read tarot anyway for, like a timeline, an exact date. It's not how I use the tarot. But if you just want, I'll just see what energy's surrounding it. Yeah, let's see what comes through. A message for Anne, please, regarding this situation. Thanks, Spirit. Okay, so we've got the 8 of Cups. And Anne, this is about you walking, so in the context that you've given me, this is about the 8 of Cups is walking away from something that is no longer emotionally fulfilling. So we see this person walking away and making this brave move to ask for more and go for more. So this could be surrounding you actually going for this Viva Voce, and you moving towards that, if that resonates with you and aligns with what's coming through for you. But Spirit is basically encouraging you to do this, to go towards something that is emotionally fulfilling and maybe is the more risky route, the more, the road less traveled. And leaving behind people, places, things that no longer serve you, okay, that no longer emotionally fulfill you. So as long as you keep heading in that direction, that's what Spirit's message has come through today, to support you in that. Like I say, it may be the riskier route, it may be, but if this academic exam or this route, aligns with your soul's path, Spirit is encouraging you to keep going down that path. So Anne, this is Brendan. So last time I asked about Brendan's feelings and the Sun card came through. Yes, I remember. And the Devil. So let's have a look at why he keeps pushing you away. You're welcome, Anne, 9-3. And Janavi, thank you. I will read and get straight to your in-depth. Feelings and the Sun card. So why does he keep pushing you away? Let's have a look. I'm going to take this one. This is interesting, the Ten of Pentacles, because this is actually a card of commitment and long-term relationships, long-term goals. There is a connection here between you two. There could be some issues for him around commitment, around, like I say, maybe that connection between you and him, because it was the Sun and the Devil, so they're both major arcanas, yeah, which is potent energy between you and him. So powerful energy there. And we know that the Devil bringing up triggers and issues, yeah. And really about putting in the work and putting in the effort. Pentacles again is about putting in work and putting in effort, like being able to keep showing up. So there could be a wobble on his side, and with regards to not really to do with you, apart from we must acknowledge those triggers and that energy between you and him, about if he's in a place of, yeah, I would say commitment issues, and about being able to, in a way, it's like through putting in work into this union, it's putting in work into himself as well. That's what I'm seeing. And there is a question mark over that at the minute, Anne. So this is just current energies, I feel, about how much that he's prepared to put in that work into this union and put in that work into himself. Both of those things, you know, it's like he has this dream of a future and wants to have it all. That's what Ten of Pentacles represents, is having it all. So the family, you know, whatever that looks like to you, you know, in a traditional sense, it might be marriage, children, house, you know, financial success, all of that. But obviously it differs to each individual. But I'd say it's like he wants that, but there's a question mark over how much effort and commitment at the moment that he's prepared to do, because he knows that this is the real deal. And if he enters into this, you know, connection, it is an intense connection, and it does require, it is a higher level of commitment. Yeah, it's not just some easy come, easy go, sort of fling or anything like that. So that's what I would say is blocking him. Right, Janavi, I'm just going to have a quick look at your question, and then we'll get to your reading now. Okay, Janavi, so I've got all that. Thanks for all that info. It's very helpful to have all that detail. So this is between you and Akshay, and guidance really, and advice about how to move forward after everything that's happened. Let's see how you should move forward, like you say, with maybe that sterner, harsher, boundaried energy or a softer energy. You're welcome, Anne. I'm glad that resonated. Guys, if you could drop me a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Hi, Judite. Thank you for being here. Janavi, this is for you. If you want to take a deep breath and center your energy so you can be open to receive the message clearly from the cards, from Spirit. Oh, I'm going to take that. Oh, and that. Current energy, guidance, and what comes after this. So likely outcome. So Anne, if you would like one card, just pop your question in the chat. I just read in order. If you'd like a Q jump and a more in-depth reading, there is a link just pinned up in the question there of one coffee for a 3-card in-depth. Okay, and this is likely outcome. Okay. Three of Cups. Current situation. This is interesting energy, Janavi, because the Three of Cups is actually about celebration, friendship. Can also always reads to me this card. Look, it's autumn, so this is very much like this timely. It's happening now. Feels like some kind of distraction. Yeah, the Three of Cups can often bring, which I read into it, Janavi, is a kind of superficial energy. So I feel like I'm getting a snapshot into this is Akshay's energy. Okay. Distraction, maybe putting on a fake smile. I don't know if there's like pre-wedding celebrations going on, even, you know, if there's friends and family sort of coming through at this point, and that's how he's decided to approach it. Thank you, Anne. I appreciate that. I'll do your reading after Janavi's. So this is kind of behind the scenes, a more lonely figure who finds himself in this situation, yeah, of facing his future, facing this decision again. So it's very much more of the same, do you know, what we've seen, almost this peer pressure energy that we get with regards to getting insight into him, putting on this front, putting on a smile, being superficial, and then behind the scenes a more lonely figure here who's facing the future. Doesn't look to be much out there, is what he can see and feel. But the 3 wands have been, it's almost like when you put a flag into the ground. Let's have a look at this as guidance for you, though, because I know this was a big part of the question. King of Wands. So this is the King of Wands is someone who sets the tone and leads by example and takes a strong stance, Janavi. So I would say that this is encouraging for you to be very boundaried. If no contact for you feels the most empowering, that's what I would check of your inner self. Does that feel? I know it can be difficult and strained, and we have to make a decision with no contact. You know, does it drain our energy, or does it make us feel stronger? But the King of Wands is someone who is they like I say, they set the tone. They're a natural born leader. So it's like the spirit is encouraging you to take the lead. The king as well, that's like a very established energy. The King of Wands as well is very direct though in their communication. So encouraging you along this line. Wands as well, ruled by the element of fire. So I feel like, crosswords in some ways if things get a bit heated. In some ways, that's okay. Spirit is not saying to shy away from that because there is an intensity here, there is a passion here. Okay, so go with your heart on this one. And if things do get um kind of heated and you speak passionately, that's okay. This is about direct communication. I would say with this one that it's more about outward energy pushing forward. So maybe speaking your truth is the way forward with this rather than going no contact Janavi on this. This is what I get from the King of Wands. But with a caveat of if going no contact feels the most empowering, then that's right for you. But if you are going to communicate, speak directly, speak confidently, um, be brave, be courageous. You have been this far, but continue down that road. Let's have a look at the likely outcome. The Hierophant. So so we end on a major arcana in the likely outcome position. The Hierophant is about traditions, it's about following the rules. This is the outcome. So this could be speaking about the marriage if that moves ahead. I don't know if you've got a date for that as well. If that still stands, then it could be about that, about staying in, those lines again of what's expected of us, doing the traditional route, not doing anything outside the box, okay, not breaking the rules. It could also be about when the energy switches, that things for you to could move into a more calmer energy. Certainly, the King of Wands feels like emotions are running high. Then things could settle down, and that you would need to begin to fall into a more, what's the word, a more restrained kind of energy with the Hierophant, is what I see. Again, though, it's about you setting the tone. I don't feel good to be no contact, yeah. So I don't feel completely good about speaking because he didn't stand up for me. Okay, so that's good news. So if you're worried, what I would say is if things have been difficult, I would just kind of not put too much pressure on yourself about that, because with the Hierophant energy coming through, like I say, it's still you on both this cause you setting the tone, but the Hierophant energy is calmer, is more restrained. Again, though, it's like about you taking the lead. So I'm not sure when you say you don't feel completely good about speaking. What I would say is when you do speak, I would still keep I suppose the most important thing is for you to be honest. All the energy seems to be pointing to you to kind of setting the tone to him of what, and then he will. I know that you said that he didn't stand up for you. I'm going to pull one more final card just to get some clarity on this Hierophant, and then I'll move on to Anne. Ace of Pentacles, so that's good energy. That's like an offering, a new beginning. This is again the karma communication. Things will improve. If things obviously have been heated, I wouldn't put too much pressure on yourself to freak out about that, because we do move into a karma energy. The Ace of Pentacles, this almost feels like an olive branch kind of energy. Yeah. Pentacles is ruled by earth, as we know, so things will become more grounded, and will ease, and there'll be less tension. So Anne, let's move on to You're Welcome, Janavi. And this is for you. So if you want to take a deep breath, center yourself, focus so that you are open to receiving the messages from Spirit that you need to hear now. Wow, and the cards fly out. I'm going to keep shuffling. Guys, if you could drop me a like, this live, a like, I would really appreciate that if you are enjoying it. And this is for you. Will next year be more positive? Okay, so we kick off with a major arcana, Anne, which gives us a snapshot into your current situation, so influences from the past and why you kind of find yourself where you are now. Then we'll look at guidance for you and then future energies of what's coming, okay? But the World card, this is a major arcana, so this is important. Energies have been around you of late, and what the world tells me is about old cycles closing out. Okay, so this could involve some kind of loss on, or some closure on relationships or situations, so people, places, things that no longer aligned with your energy. So it's Anna, I've been calling you Anne. So this may have been difficult and caused some pain, suffering even. But what it does, it's almost like a tower moment, the tower card energy, which is about old energy being cleared out in order to make way for the new. So new cycles coming through and more positive energy, things that do align with you more, Anna. But you may still be there in that energetic field, the world where your things are closing out still. So it's like the endings of situations, the endings of things. And we need to allow that to happen in order to close that off properly, so there aren't any loose ends energetically still tied to us, and to truly move forward and move on. So the Six of Pentacles, this is guidance of how to move forward, Anna. Six of Pentacles, first up, this can be talks about financials improving. So if that has been any issues with regards to money or something practically, because it's Pentacles, so it's ruled by the element of earth, which is all about the material world, the physical world. And the Six of Pentacles also talks about balance, so coming back into balance. We see these scales here. There's some kind of issue around energetically. Often this card signifies to me about you potentially giving too much to a situation, to a relationship, to a job, something like that, and not getting back essentially what you're putting in, and this leading to feeling, drained energetically, or like I say, even financially, not feeling compensated for what you're putting in. So this is the focus of what Spirit says is where you need to look at your focus about um aiming in balance. Also, it is about receiving though as well, that you can expect to more to come in, like I say, money or maybe energetically. Those get This is the promise that the scales will fall into balance, but it's something where your mind needs to be moving forward to work towards regaining that balance, which ties in with this closing out cycles. Okay, so basically closing out things that would be draining you. Let's see what the future will bring though. And then this wonderful Eight of Wands thing, if you felt some kind of stagnation energetically as well, this is things will begin to pick up. So fast moving energy is the Eight of Wands. We see all these wands here rushing in. This brings news, this brings new opportunities. If there's like I say, something that maybe has stagnated, or maybe just by freeing up your energy by closing these things off, this is the new cycle. It will move fast, it will move quickly, so be ready, Anna. This is the future energy of what's coming in. Now you just need to focus on regaining some kind of balance and wait for this fast moving Eight of Wands energy to come in next. Okay, because it's like that energy, be ready. So it's like being able to ride a wave once it's come in. But this is very positive energy. The Wands is about our heart's desires, our passions. So this is in an area of something that feels close to your heart and feels close to your desires. If that's, like I say, relationship, work, a passion project that suddenly takes off. So take what resonates to your situation with that. But this is really good energy to come through from the future, and I would just say be ready to ride that wave when it comes, which again, why the importance of closing out anything that is draining you, and working towards regaining the balance, and mindful of what you give to a situation is being uh, received back in equal measure. Okay, moving back to the one card readings now. Hey, Danny baby. Hey, Nat Nat. So, Judite, are you still here? Give me a shout. Like I say, as usual, guys, the 3-card reading just pinned at the top, or if you'd like a 1 card, you're very welcome, Anna. Hey, Judite, you're here. Thank you. Let's have a go back to your question. So we're looking at the second interview with Coffee Cup. Let's have a look. Oh, that one wants to jump out. Wow, this is a major arcana Judite. What card? I don't know if this is just overriding what's going on with that interview, but the Tower is about, you may already know, but it's about old energy clearing out to make way for the new. So was this I don't know if there was some recent sudden loss, if this was your past employment, and that's energetically what I'm picking up on still, but the Tower is about sudden loss, sudden endings. It feels almost like it could be that this happened to make way for the new, which is this new opportunity. I'm going to have to ask one more for clarification because it feels like very Okay, this is, I feel like, someone's energy in the coffee cup situation here. Queen of Swords is, I see someone who is still in the thought process of making a decision. Now, this is someone who's quite a tough character. Maybe one of the managers, maybe one of the people that interviewed you. Queen of Swords is someone who is can be quite tough in the way that they come across in their communication. They are, and I feel like maybe they connected to you energetically. Um, oh right, okay. I still see that they are in energetically of weighing things up. Can you see how this hand is kind of outstretched? It's like they're waiting for this moment of clarity. I don't know if something behind the scenes, this tower energy is actually connected to them. Unless it resonates with you, if you want this kind of sudden something behind the scenes has maybe slowed the outcome of this interview process and is distracting this person at the moment. Um, this person's energy doesn't feel bad, but it does feel it's tough. Yeah. And like I say, I feel like that this tower energy actually is connected to them and it's influencing their process, they can process at the minute, maybe distracting them and taking them away from this current thing. So I would say just to have patience still on your part. At the minute, spirit isn't giving a very clear indication of their decision is not, I feel like that it's still up in the air because of this distraction. So that's what I'm getting through. So I know that's not obviously not what's giving you the sort of clarity that you need, but all I can do is a current energy check in really, and this is what spirit's brought through, that I really feel like it's still there energetically, they're elsewhere. Kristen, are you still here? They're always busy. All right, okay. So that's, it's almost like with that tower card because it can indicate like a crisis of sorts, Judite, yeah, behind the scenes. So in some ways this is encouraging if you are, it's not like a no for you, if that makes sense. It's just like that there's something that has taken over the situation that is, because when that tower card came through, like I said, it didn't feel reconnected to this interview with you. It felt like it was coming from elsewhere. So yeah, give it some time, but I would say definitely, they still owe you, a follow up from that. Yeah. Hey, Kristen. Just looking at your question. One card about selling your business. Okay, Kristen. Oop, we'll take that. Cards are jumping out today. Oof. Six of Wands. Great energy, Kristen. This is a card of victory. Six of Wands is success. It's victorious. So this feels like that it would be a step towards that. Okay. Through selling your business, obviously, I don't know what the context is, as in the sort of the master plan sort of behind this. But the Six of Wands, this is you being successful being acknowledged. We see this person who's on this horse sort of walking through the town in a sort of victorious energy, being, getting acknowledgement. And we see this wreath here, which again is almost signifies like they have a wreath on their head as well, which is like a crown. So with this energetically, as long as you're not giving up on something, but it feels more like that maybe releasing this, if this feels energetically like it. Yeah. So it is a successful business, but you don't know if you will or should sell. With it being so successful, can I ask why you would want to sell it? Does it energetically not align with you? Just wondering if spirit is saying, this is. I suppose that's the question of, it's successful, like you said, this is you've made that achievement. But if it doesn't fulfill you, then, the money, the success, everything that you strive for that goal. Well, then this is just feels like the next step on that road to success, Kristen. If it doesn't fulfill you, if it doesn't bring you joy and this kind of acknowledgement and from others that see you as very victorious and successful from the outside, it may seem like, oh, why would you want to do that? Yeah, why would you want to give up on that? But I feel like that the message in a way, what I'm hearing as well, you'll be successful wherever you go. This is about you, yeah, like you're successful. So you can take that with you wherever you go. It's not just connected to this business. It's not that this business is just successful. It's more that you have that skill and you have that power to maybe turn your hand to many things as well. And if that it doesn't energetically align with you, to move on. It's almost just like this success moves with you wherever you go. So have confidence in that the success isn't. I hope that resonates and make that business. It's not that the business was just successful, it was you, and you can take that with you. If it no longer fulfills you, makes you happy, and energetically doesn't can align with you anymore, then this is just the next step on maybe more success. Okay. Nat, if you're still here. Guys, if you could drop me this live a like, I'd really appreciate that. Subscribe if you haven't already. All future lives and collective readings that I do as well, which you can find in my video collection. It was a very positive card, Christine. I would say that, yeah, the success is something that you can take with you. Now, if you are here, just give me a shout. David's feelings. Thanks, Nana. Message for Nana, please, Spirit. Queen of Wands. attraction is still there. This is how he views you, Nat Nat, okay? Queen of Wands is someone who is charismatic, who is powerful really in their own power. Yeah, we see this queen energy. Wands is about passion, it's about desire, it's about attraction. Queen of Wands is someone, we spoke about this before, who sets the tone for what comes next, is a natural born leader. Don't know if he's also, with the caveat of that comes, is he waiting for you to take the lead? I don't know how much you've already done that, but this is how he sees you. It's almost like you set the tone and then he follows, of how that would be if he's more passive energetically. It's funny how you put that flower emoji and it's echoed here in this card as well. So you're definitely in your Queen of Wands energy with him. And that attraction is there, that physical attraction is there. Like I say, the Queen of Wands is very charismatic, so is someone who can draw someone in, and is someone who inspires people. Okay, so that it's like what you do, and they go, oh, that, you know, when you see someone doing something and you think, wow, they do that so well, they are like so confident as well, like the way that you speak is viewed as there's a confidence there which is very attractive. um but with that as well, there's something, just this little extra bit of information coming through about wanting you to take the lead. So yeah, the attraction is definitely mutual. So it feels like, just with his energy, it's like maybe he wants to make the first move, I guess, if we look at it. But if the timing's not right, you know, but I feel like he might, which, you know, is unfair if he wants you to sort of take the risk. But yeah, I feel like he wants for you to make the first move with that information. Yeah. Well, yeah, I can understand that as well. Hey, Danny. Are you next? You're next. For the Danny, please, Spirit, what's coming up in this week? What's the energy for this week for Danny, please? Oh, I'm going to take that one. Jumped out. Ooh, Major Arcana, Danny. So powerful energy around you this week. The High Priestess, this is very much you. The High Priestess is very intuitive. Okay, she's able to see beyond what is being told to her, what is just in the 3D, yeah, in the physical world, what is visible. The High Priestess is able to see past that to the truth, to the deeper truth, to the subconscious. So I feel like Spirit is encouraging you to move forward in this week with that, specifically. Sort of, you always do this, but kind of extra this week, okay? So your intuition, those inner whispers that we hear, okay? So someone or a situation may not appear, how it really is. So maybe question a situation. If your intuition has like a red flag, be very mindful to listen to that this week. Okay, your situation got challenging, yeah. So it's kind of confirmation of maybe what you already know, that something being presented to you is not all that it seems. Maybe someone's not being honest with you, or maybe someone's telling you that they're okay and they're not really. So it can go in many directions, this. But your intuition is going to be your best friend, as it always is, but especially this week. And your power, your personal power to be able to read people well and see through a situation to its actual truth, and not buy into, not to be allowed to be misled. Hope that resonates. But yeah, kind of powerful energies with that. If it's got challenging around you, just that being a major arcana. You're welcome, Danny. Ba, Janavi, yeah. I believe, are you next? I know you had another question. Ash gauge feelings towards you. So Janavi, this is for you. Yeah, go for it, Danny. Just doing Akshays now. Eight of Wands. So like we've seen before, Janavi, this is energetically, I see him moving towards you. So even if you're not seeing that in the physical world, like there's this wands as well that has kicked up the dust with, say, if there's been some arguing and that frustration, just with that king of wands that came through for you as well. So it's like this mixture of emotions that have been happening. So you're right. If you, I know that you felt kind of worried about that, but with always with the wands energy, that I see that sometimes having, saying the difficult truths and even having arguments can really sort of need to happen sometimes and kick up the dust. We see this kind of growth here as well of these shoots that are sprouting here as well, which feels like new thoughts, new ideas that he might be having around you and the situation, new ideas. But energetically, it feels like that he has taken a step towards you in some ways. That's what, when you said, how is he feeling towards you? Look at, it's just all these arrows that kind of rushing in. So you may see more evidence of this in the future, even if it's more engagement, even if it is sort of disagreements, communication, arguments in a way. But there feels to be more engagement there. And maybe a change in perspective from him, looking at things a bit differently with these new ideas and new thoughts that he's having, Janavi. There feels like this, it would be a shift. There's a shift here, and it is more energetically moving towards you. But with it, it can be sort of some arguments and crosswords mixed in there, but there is more engagement. He's coming towards you when maybe he's felt quite distant in the past. Obviously, you've had such separation. Finances for Danny for this week specifically. Let's have a look. I'm going to take this one that fell out. Oh, okay. Hanged Man, two major arcanas, Danny. So big energies around you this week. The Hanged Man is about being kind of stuck really in a situation that's uncomfortable. So if this is around challenges with your finances, there's really at the moment, Spirit is saying there isn't a lot that you can do action wise. So if you feel this pressure maybe to do something, to try to make something happen, it can be so frustrating when really spirit is holding us in a situation, like it's like being in a, an animal in a pen. In a way, it's like there isn't at the moment. It's almost spirit is saying, don't do that, don't try to move. It is uncomfortable. Yeah, the hanged man is upside down. He doesn't want to be here. He doesn't know why he's here. All questions that you may be asking yourself of just feeling like, I don't know why I am stuck here. But there's something to be gained with the hanged man. Okay. Yeah, so about gaining a new perspective. That's great that you got that message that has come through. Because always with that, this is so true with the hanged man, that we're being held in this. We don't always see why we're being held in a situation that feels unfair, that feels negative. It's so hard to sometimes see the good in it, but then when you look back at a situation and you can see actually what you got out of it. And this is about changing your perspective in somehow. So like maybe you just have you've actually had a shift in perspective just in real time there, about being able to clean things up with your business. And this could be really imperative to your success and needs to happen. And kind of the only way that would maybe give you that time is being stuck, if that makes sense. So there is something to be gained from this situation. And like you say, maybe you've realized what that is in real time now. Sometimes we're forced to stop, aren't we? And then there is something that can happen in that stop. You're welcome, Donny. Let's have a look, Janavi. So his communication was there. I'll just pull the card first. Ace of Cups. Yeah, he wants to share his feelings. This is an offering. This is underneath Knight of Wands. Again, that in tune with that Eight of Wands of energetically coming towards you, Janavi. Ace of Cups, that's connected to our feelings, connected to love, romance, with it being cups. Wants to say something, wants to share something. When was the last time that you actually did speak? Knight of Wands there coming towards you. Energetically, something has shifted from where he's at now, Janavi, that I see. It does feel much more coming towards you. seeing if anyone else has any questions. Anyone who's joining. I'll just wait for Janavi before I go. Is there any final question? All right, since you last spoke. Okay. So was this when the harsh words were said? Was that okay? Well, yeah, when we thought since we spoke, well, the moment he told me about planned wedding. Yeah, I feel like there's still more to come through here. Yeah. I've got these new, it's the Hidden Truth Oracle. I'm just going to bring these in as well. I feel like that would be helpful. Okay. What's happening with the wedding? The world. So cycles closing out to make way for the new. Let me just get a deeper read on this. What's closing out, please, Spirit? What is closing out? Oh, you've even got that Ace of Pentacles again, which came through before. So there is something is closing out and there is a new beginning. It really could have two meanings because it could be their new beginning, the Ace of Pentacles. But it could be because we see energetically it's moving towards you more. That it could be closing out. Oh, hey, Cameo Scott. And Neha. Absolutely. Just pop your questions, Cameo, if you've got one, or if you just got a general. And that's from Akshay's energy. Janavi, I want you. What I'm reading now, I mean, this is obviously things can change, okay? Situations can change. It's crazy. That something is ending, okay, with the world. Something is closing out. And there is this Ace of Pentacles, which is the new beginning. So I know we've got a lot of missing information here, as into what's going on behind the scenes practically with them, if it is still going ahead. But something seems to be shifting, something is closing out, endings are happening behind the scenes. This is what, yeah, I'm feeling, this is what I'm seeing. Like you say, hopefully this is it closing out finally, this situation, and him starting a new beginning. And then we've got that, which is the hidden truth. And like I said, there was an energetic shift that I had felt for him to move towards you. Now, obviously, I don't know if you feel like you just it needs to come from him energetically, Janavi, though. Energetically need him to express this, okay? But yeah, keep me posted. I'll be back on Wednesday again, if I hopefully catch you then. Cameo. So I don't do yes, no questions, just if with regards to if you would get married. So Neha, I just read in order. So Cameo, and then your reading would come after that. Oh, we've got sleeping energy as well. Guys, if you could drop this live a like, I'd really appreciate that. Subscribe if you haven't already. So Cameo, I can do like a love reading if you like. So would I get married? That, like I say, I don't do yes, no questions, but let's have a look. Romantically, what's coming through. You're welcome, sleeping energy. Message for Cameo, please. I want to take this one. The Empress energy, Cameos. This is a major arcana. So I don't know your situation at the moment, Cameo. Feel free to share whatever you're comfortable with regards to if you're single, in a connection, etc. But the Empress is about, it's the divine feminine energy, okay? So I feel like this could be happening now, or it could be coming through in the near future. But this is someone who essentially is viewing you, doesn't matter about genders, okay? But as the Empress, so someone who has really what they see as their ideal. Okay, the Empress is really someone who has it all. You can see how she's adorned in a crown of stars. She represents fertility, as in that she has a lot going for her, a lot of personal power, and a gentle energy as well. So this, like I say, if it hasn't already arrived, you can expect this to come in. And really, in order to bring this through, if it isn't already, it's about you being able to see yourself in this light as well, to allow it to come through for someone to view you in this light as well. You really do have a lot to offer to a situation. You have got a lot to, yeah, just a lot to give and a lot to bring to a connection. So you may already, this can be an encouraging already in it, like I say, in an existing connection, that someone views you like that, or it can be coming through in the near future for you. But it's very powerful energy and will create a big shift as well when it does happen. But there is always the message as well that I feel like that you need to see yourself in this Empress energy and have that confidence and have that knowing about yourself and what you're bringing to the table. So, Neha, you would like to have a look at your. So, it could be something that develops, Cameo. So, if it's in a new connection, or maybe they do see you like that and you just don't realize that yet, and it'll become apparent. So, Neha, this is for you. Let's have a look at your crush's feelings. Guys, just subscribe if you haven't already so you'll be notified of when I go live or post a video. Neha, crush's feelings for you. Oof, this is nice energy as well. 6 of Wands. So they see you as someone who, the 6 of Wands is about a card of success and victory. So someone who is, I would say, is confident, is maybe successful in what you do. Um so this could be in to do with finances even, or education, or just in life, just that you possess this, that you kind of know how to do life and you do life well, which is attractive. Now the 6 of Wands, so Wands is ruled by the element of fire, which connected to attract physical attraction, passions, heart's desires. So there is that I would say that this would be mutual. If you're feeling those good feelings of that attraction, like you say, that physical attraction and heart's desires, then that is reciprocated. I almost feel like that they see you maybe a little bit, they're slightly intimidated even maybe by you because you are successful, maybe come off as very confident as well. And noticed how you're not really looking at them as well. So I don't know if you're trying to pretend maybe that you're not interested, or they get that maybe, like I say, there's a sort of little aspect here of the questioning their self-worth to you. But I do see mutual attraction just with it being Wands, and they see you in a very positive light for sure. Sleeping energy. This is for you. If you're still here, if you want to give me a shout. I'm just checking your question. Do you just general? Okay. Thanks, sleeping energy. What does sleeping energy need to hear right now, please, Spirit? General message. What do they need to hear right now, please, Spirit? Oof, 10 of Cups. This is really beautiful card, sleeping energy. This is about emotional fulfillment. Okay, the 10 of Cups is like having it all. Now, this can be connected to love and romance potentially, if that resonates with you, just because we see a couple and a family here, but it can apply to whatever area that it feels like something that is very close to your heart, that has the potential for a lot of emotional fulfillment. So it's the 10 of Cups is really about, it's a green light really to say that you are on track to this 10 of Cups, to this emotional fulfillment. It's very much to keep doing what you are still doing. Okay, so it's, if you're having doubts or feeling like maybe you need to do more, or questioning if you are on the right track, then this is very encouraging to say that it's okay. It will work out. You are on the right track. You are on the right path. If it's a connection, like say a relationship, then this will, you are moving towards this 10 of Cups energy, which is success, emotional fulfillment, or if it, like say, if it's another area of your life, if it's something work related, but it's close to your heart and can bring you emotional fulfillment, something connected to your soul's path, then you need to just keep showing up and keep doing what you have been doing. And it's really just a card of and reassurance towards if you are unfounded, okay? You are on the right track. So guys, I think that's everything. I will be live again on Wednesday. I'm going to end it now, but thank you so much for being here. If you would like say to give me a like and subscribe, I really appreciate that. And just so you'll be notified when I do go live again. But thank you all for being here. Love and light. You're welcome.